Well, today I'm going to review the first Ultimate Edition of Spider-Man. Basically, that's volumes 1 to 13. And Ultimate Spider-Man, just like all the other Ultimate, basically rebooting the series in a whole new universe. And it stays the same sometimes, but other times it will change completely. The writer for the series is Michael Bendis, and I think this guy is a great writer. He basically does a lot of quick-witted, one-worded sentences, and some people don't like that. Basically, some like, really? Yeah, really? Yeah, okay, yeah. Kind of like that, but it's kind of like sarcastic half the time. So, if you like that type of stuff, you're going to enjoy the dialogue in Ultimate Spider-Man, especially when the story starts off with Peter Parker as a young kid. He's only 15 in the series, and a lot of the dialogue is teenage dialogue with him and the other Mary Jane and Liz and Kong and so on. So you go through the beginning of the series, and basically that's the first 6 issues is going through his past. He gets bit by a spider, and he begins to develop these powers and learn how to use them. You've seen the movie, you know the story, and that's the first 6 issues basically. I'm not going to spoil it. There's little things and little cool things of how they changed the backstory, but it works out well. The next 2 arcs we have are the Green Goblin Arc, which is done great, though I feel it was a little too short for its first introduction of the beast that is amazingly awesome looking Ultimate Spider-Man. This isn't the Green Goblin with a suit on. He looks like a gigantic goblin, and it is definitely really cool to have this enemy first introduced. And then we move on to the Kingpin Arc, and this one is pretty good because we see Spider-Man's first lesson as he should not fuck with the big boys so quickly. And it works out well, and I'm not going to spoil it, but both arcs are, you know, well developed. I mean, they feel a little open-ended, and that's because this is the beginning of a long-running series. So if you want to see the origins of the Ultimate Spider-Man, this story definitely does a good job. You get to know Peter Parker and his life and see the bad, the good, and we know the story of the beginning, but it's always nice to be retold, and definitely makes differences in small spots that help the story move along. I think the artwork is one of the best features in the Ultimate Spider-Man series. It's done by Mark Bagley, I hope I'm saying that right, and it just does a great job. The teenagers look like teenagers. The villains look like they are villains. They look evil. And the action flows very nicely. It's very easy to follow. It's not too convoluted with, you know, penciling and all these dashes and stuff. No, it's easy to follow. You like to read it. The characters look great. The new designs are excellent, especially Green Goblin. I can't stress how much I love this redesign of him. And overall, the artwork is one of the best features. And Spider-Man looks like a 15-year-old little kid and scared as hell when he fights, but it works out really well. And the art, it's just amazing. It really is. I have to say it's one of my favorite things in the Ultimate Spider-Man series. My overall thoughts is that you're getting your money's worth. I believe I'm going to link you the thing, and it's only 15 bucks. I spent 30, and I did not feel ripped off. I've read the Ultimate Edition, which is basically volume 1 to 13, maybe like 5 or 6 times. And that's over the course of like 2-3 years. I love this series. It's simply one of my favorite comic series. It's quick to read. It's fun to read. You get to go inside Peter's mind most of the time, and this dude is a funny guy. He's a genius still, but he's only 15 years old. So besides being scared of all these enemies, he's also very hormonal. So he wants some of that, yeah. And it's always fun to follow the series. And they make some big changes to the regular comic series here, and some you might not like, but some you might love. And I personally love the way this story starts off. It grabs you. It makes you want to know more about his life and see the trials and tribulations this guy's going to go through. And overall, Ultimate Spider-Man, especially the first Ultimate Edition, is definitely worth the money. I'll put the link on the side. Go buy it. Very cheap, easy to get into. You're going to love it.